This presentation will show you how to use Prezi to start a communication and collaboration session in your classroom. Today we will look at what Prezi is and some of the uses in the classroom, as well as how to integrate Prezi into your classes in a communication and collaboration environment. First of all, let's start. What is Prezi? Prezi is a software tool that helps you create interactive and interesting presentations in your classrooms. Prezi is totally different than PowerPoint in that you can have more options in displaying your presentations, such as zooming and panning, moving from one place to another within the presentation without right-clicking like you do in PowerPoint. Today, more people are using Prezi as an alternative to PowerPoints. Prezi is nonlinear in nature, which means that you can jump around in your presentation without having to take away from the point of your talk. As in, you can go around and go into your presentation, somebody has a question, you can stop the presentation, jump back and forth to whatever slide that they were having a question on. Or if you wanted to show a video, you can jump to that video in the presentation. You can stop any time to talk, to go back and forth in the presentation itself. This is not possible with PowerPoint in an easy way at all. PowerPoint, you have to go straight through. There's no easy way to jump around and then come back without being such a distraction to your audience. Some uses of Prezi: nonlinear and as an alternative for PowerPoint. A nonlinear presentation, let me just give you an explanation. A nonlinear presentation is a presentation that can move around. It's more interactive. It's not as straightforward as a PowerPoint where you have questions at the end and any comments at the end. You can stop the PowerPoint or whatever presentation you're using and ask questions in the middle of it and then go ahead, or you can stop the presentation and play a movie from another source if you wanted to. And Prezi allows you to do all that. Prezi also allows you to zoom in and zoom out, kind of like this. And that's great if you want to do a normal presentation as well, like your regular linear. It makes it a lot less boring than your original PowerPoints. Communicating and collaborating. Prezi is a great tool for communication and collaboration in your classes because you can use it to collaborate with others via built-in collaboration tools in Prezi. And it allows you to edit and view by either you click on the Edit Together button, which right here it shows you a link. You can go in and send this via email or IM if you have that, or through Skype, through IM and Skype. And also it allows you can also view together in the Skype presentation as well. Skype allows you to see it by doing a share screen, or if you have some software like Widgio where you can show the presentation, you can do it through Widgio by sharing the screen with everybody else or having somebody else share the screen, and then you can take notes back and forth, not in Prezi but in some other software, like you can pass a Word document via email or through a Widgio or something like that. You can also allow editors up to about 10, I think, through Prezi. You can allow up to 10 editors in your presentation to edit and give comments through Prezi as well as through whatever else you're using. For example, in Prezi, you can also use it as a great brainstorming tool because of the zooming in and zooming out. It allows you to move back and forth, as in this demonstration I found on the internet. So you can see here it allows you to zoom in and zoom out and move back and forth. It also creates a mind map. A mind map is like a brainstorming tool where you have one topic like this, like security versus privacy is this person has on theirs. You can go from one direction to the next. You can have it branching off in different directions, which is great if you're trying to brainstorm a project or whatever. And this is great if you want to do, like if you're doing a debatable topic, you can have it somebody argue for it, like this guy's arguing for the Fourth Amendment. And then you can also have it argue against, like something like global warming or something. You can have them argue against it. To set up your Prezi, all you have to do is go to Prezi.com. I'll log out and log back in. You go to Prezi.com, click sign up if you haven't signed up. They have a public, and there's also two paid, but the public is free. And it's fairly good if you want a basic Prezi. Storage space is 100 megs. And then you have the educational accounts, which if you have an educational, like a higher education or K-12, it's great because you have a lot more features. You have 500 meg storage space. Make your Prezis private, which is good if you don't want anybody seeing copyrighted work. And then you can also use your own logo, and you have premium support, and it's all free with an educational account. When you sign up, you click the public for the free. Give your first name, your last name, and your email. Type in a good password. Usually strong passwords are the best. And then once you have that, you click register and continue. And then you'll see it again. Type in your email address. And the first thing you're going to see is the Prezi dashboard, which allows you to see all your Prezis. The neat thing about Prezi, you just click New Prezi. Make a title. This one I'm just doing test. And then click New Prezi. You'll see an interesting little flash animation. Click whatever template you want to put, or you can have a blank one. I'm going to use the road ahead because it's kind of like a mind map. And here you have the basic interface for Prezi. Click Start Editing whenever you pick your template. Here you have your palette. You can click Insert for inserting shapes and objects. You can add frames if you don't like any of the frames here. Any kind of path. You can change the path, or you can add to your path. And you can easily change theme colors if you wanted to. If you don't like your theme, you can change the theme. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it like that for right now. The Prezi is very easy to update. You can double click on whatever one you want to look at, zoom in, zoom out by using the little wheel. And it's just as easy as typing in. Then it's just like a word processor. You can change the color, whatever you want to change it, justify it, even do bullet points, make it a title or a body. Click OK. And then the easy thing about Prezi is you can move it to however you want to. Double click. Then you can also change, it's kind of like PowerPoint now that you can change the path of your Prezi. You can make it jump in, jump out, and then you click Save to save. Then once you want out of it, you click Exit here. And then if you want to show, you can press the show. And you can also offline, you can also send Prezis to collaborators via email. You can also save your Prezis on whatever computer if you need to do it from a remote computer. Some of the things that I found were that you had to watch out for include making sure you keep the spins and the zooms and the pans at a minimum, because you can make your students sick if you do too much of it. Also, make sure that you use easy to understand graphics, and that your graphics are very legible, because that will determine whether you get the point across or not. And that's about it. Thanks for listening to my presentation.